Because it is a neighbor of the masses, because it presents fields of forces, presents measurements of an amount we call distance or length that to be perceived or measured always depends on what we call movement. Space is locally something even though it is the most empty, the most complete lack of everything that has an apparently real existence for us. Universally or non-locally, variations in the tension of the void that are movements do not occur. Movements do not exist. For the universe, everything is always just a single state of rest. For the universe as a whole, it is nothingness, the absence of everything, what exists. Locally in any region of the universe, the continuity and extension of empty space make the relative motions that form everything relatively exist because they are all always completely equivalent, the most perfect rest situation since empty space is continuous and absolute references for motion do not exist anywhere in the universe. The universe as a whole does not distinguish anything like we do. Observers like us classify and distinguish everything. We are learning to overcome apparent differences. Symmetry reductions always seem to occur only locally to a local observer, just never to the universe. The universe is eternal and immutable at its maximum scale. Any theory that accepts that locally the laws of physics may vary or work differently at other places or at other times in the universe is not symmetric. Not being symmetrical is not simple. Not being simple will never be able to explain itself. Any theory that denies the eternity through time and the infinite extension through space of the universe, that denies the perfect symmetry of the universe and physics will never be able to explain the why of itself. The aim of reasoning, the aim of science is always to find the explanations. Reasoning admits no barriers to itself and is always capable of overcoming any false obstacles. The complete, continuous and extensive void allows the relative existence of local and limited validity of the movements. It explains why things exist even if in their reality of only relative validity, which does not reduce it, as it shows eternal in Leibniz's grandiose expression, instead of there being only nothingness. Nothingness is complete emptiness. The things of our everyday world can only exist because they mean nothing at their foundation. All material things are just movements, oscillations through the extended void continuum. Empirical data confirm the homogeneity of space in its broadest form. They confirm the perfect symmetry of the extended void continuum, the eternity through time and the infinite extension through space of the universe. This explains why the universe is so uniform. The total mass and energy in a given volume of space, the matter-energy density, determines the local curvature of space. At a critical density equal to the mass of about 5 hydrogen atoms per cubic meter, space is perfectly flat and therefore without curvature. It is observed in practice that the wider space is neither positively nor negatively curved. Precise measurements initiated by COBE satellite and enhanced by WMAP to the claim that space is generally flat. A spatially flat universe requires that the total matter-energy density be equal to the critical density. The measured critical density is a result of the infinitely extensive homogeneity of the void. The greater the mass of an object to be moved in exact proportion, the greater the effort to be made. The mass of an object represents the resistance it offers to a new type of movement. Mass represents an object's resistance to changes in its state of motion, which is to say in itself, to accelerations. Where does this resistance to acceleration come from? What is the inertia of objects due to? Thanks for watching. Subscribe to my channel, watch my other videos and give your like if you enjoy it.